Once upon a time, in a quiet little village surrounded by golden fields and lush forests, there lived a curious girl named Laila. She loved exploring new places, climbing trees, and imagining magical worlds. But what she loved most of all was the idea that there was something wonderful hidden just beyond her sight. One day, as she walked along a path near the forest, she saw something peculiar. Behind a cluster of wild bushes stood an old wooden gate. It was covered in ivy and looked as though it hadn't been touched for years. Where does this lead? Laila asked herself, her heart racing with curiosity. She gently pushed the gate open. It creaked loudly, as if it was greeting her after a long sleep. Beyond the gate was something extraordinary, a secret garden. The garden was alive with magic. Flowers as tall as Laila swayed gently in the breeze, their petals glowing faintly. A shimmering stream ran through the middle, its water sparkling like diamonds. Birds with golden feathers sang melodies that Laila had never heard before. This must be the most beautiful place in the world, Laila whispered in awe. She walked along a path made of smooth, colorful stones. At the center of the garden stood a massive tree, its trunk wide and its branches stretching high into the sky. Beneath the tree, Laila saw something strange, a small wooden chest. Laila approached the chest and opened it. Inside, she found an old scroll tied with a golden ribbon. She carefully unrolled it and read, "Welcome, explorer. This garden is full of wonders, but it holds a secret that only the kindest and most curious hearts can unlock. If you wish to uncover the secret, you must complete 3 challenges. Will you accept?" Laila's eyes lit up. "Of course, I'll accept," she said eagerly. As soon as she spoke, the scroll dissolved into golden dust, and a soft voice echoed through the garden, "Your first task is to find the heart of the garden. Follow the path that glows under the moonlight." Laila waited until nightfall. As the moon rose, a faint silver light appeared on the stone path, guiding her deeper into the garden. She followed the glowing path until she reached a small clearing. In the center of the clearing was a beautiful flower with petals that shimmered like stars. Around it, the air was warm and smelled of honey. Laila knelt down and touched the flower gently. Suddenly, the flower opened, and a tiny crystal fell into her hand. A voice whispered, "This is the heart of the garden. You have passed the first challenge." The voice continued, "For your second task, you must help a creature in need. Listen closely, and you will find them." Laila stood still, closing her eyes to listen. She soon heard a faint, sad chirping sound. Following it, she found a small bird trapped in a thorny bush. Its golden feathers were tangled in the thorns. "Don't worry, little one. I'll help you," Laila said softly. She carefully pulled the thorns away, freeing the bird. As soon as it was free, the bird sang a joyful song and flew in circles around Laila before disappearing into the sky. The voice returned, "You have shown kindness. Now, prepare for your final challenge. For your last challenge, you must step into the unknown and trust your heart to guide you." Before Laila could ask what that meant, the ground beneath her began to shimmer. A staircase made of light appeared, leading down into the earth. Laila hesitated for a moment, but her curiosity was stronger than her fear. She descended the glowing steps, finding herself in a crystal cavern. The walls sparkled, and the air was cool and still. At the center of the cavern was a pedestal with a glowing orb resting on it. As Laila approached, the orb began to speak, "Laila, you have shown courage, kindness, and curiosity. You are the one chosen to protect the magic of this garden. Take this orb, it holds the garden's secret." When Laila touched the orb, it dissolved into light and surrounded her. She felt a warmth in her heart and understood the secret of the garden. It was a place of magic and life, but it needed someone to care for it and share its wonders with others.